Hi, my name is Charlotte Baker-Schenk. I live here at Shepherd Village and look forward to describing our garden a little bit to you. As most of us know, human activity has had a pretty devastating effect on wildlife. So here with our yards, we're doing the best that we can to provide habitat and food for a wide variety of pollinators and other wildlife, as well as beauty and some food for ourselves. So first thing that we discovered when we were beginning to plant was going down was very difficult because of all the sticky clay in the rock. So for the most part, what we did was we went up. We did lasagna beds. And that's what you can see here on the front of our garden. This is now a couple years after we first created it. But what we did was, because it was such hard pack, I just took a regular shovel and just sort of every foot or so, I just created a bit of an indentation in order to have some air pockets, and then put a thin layer of some straw and compost, because that was to draw up the worms, because they do such wonderful work for us, and also then a layer of cardboard overlapping as a weed block, and because the worms like it too. And then I just started lasagnaing with mulch leaves and topsoil and compost until I had about a foot high, a nice bed in which to plant. And then the other thing that I did, because I wasn't exactly sure which perennials, native plants I was going to be using, so I put a layer of newspaper overlapping about 4-ply on top of all of that, with then mulch on top. And then I was ready. So weed seeds would be blocked from being able to penetrate into that area and find a yummy home, but also gave me some breathing room to be able to decide what to plant. So then I planted all kinds of native plants, I was delighted to see how much they attracted, how much wildlife, how much the butterflies and the bees and so many different little beings that it made it almost like walking the gauntlet to get through our lead walk, because so much was going on. And then of course that drew in all the birds and provided food for them. I could also mention that on the side of our home, sloping away from the patio, I didn't really have time to focus on that right away. So all I did was put down a thin layer of straw and compost and then mulch on top. So by the time I was ready to plant, the soil was so much improved, which was wonderful. Then just last year, if you can see on the side beds here, we created these by just upturning the soil and add some more compost and mulch. And these are sort of a really important function for us. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but there is a tremendous amount of water that comes down, moving from the west to the east, as well as from the south to the north. And it all converges down here. So we needed something to slow down the water as well as use it, because it's such a gift to us. We don't want to get rid of it. So we created these berms with these swales in front that you can't see it now, but there's mulch in there to help slow the water, some rocks to hold it in place. And then if you can see it, behind our home is a series of berms. These serve several purposes. One is they are also created on contour with the land to be able to catch water, slow down the water, use the water, hold it in, feed into the berm. And then we have a variety of plants that we have found from various sources that will create food for us. We use comfrey for being able to fertilize the area. We have a variety of native perennials for beauty, and it's been great fun. So thanks for listening.